We have now entered the United States of America, and we are being dictated where to go by our wonderful GPS unit. Susan, whose name is Susan. This is Taddy. Taddy is driving. Taddy is driving badly. We'll edit this out of the final. We have our amazing Tim Hortons, which we got just before crossing the border. And we are... Shut up, Susan, I'm filming. We are heading towards Boston, which we will get there. When will we get there?
I should say on the GPS.
Susan says we will get there at 9:29 in the morning or something. It is currently 5:32.
3:13 p.m.
It is 3:13 p.m. Oh, we'll get there at 3:13 p.m. It is currently 5:32 in the morning. This is what Buffalo looks like. Ignore the earthquake effects of the camera. We are going to continue eating our delicious sandwiches made by Tatiana and hopefully stop for McDonald's breakfast. And I can't tweet anything because my internet failed. Shut up, Susan.
Expressways out towards East Aurora for 20 kilometers.
That bitch is insistent. My internet failed as soon as we crossed the border. Just some crazy, annoying shit. So I don't know how I'm going to Twitter anything. God damn it. Read out. We are now at a gas station after traveling through God knows what. The wild country of Buffalo where everything was dead and nobody was awake and we were legitimately worried about where the fuck we were going. And the engine was empty, sort of thing. So we had an adventure. Taddy is now filling the car with gas. You can see her out there somewhere. She's there, I promise. There she is. Say hi to your adoring fans. Clearly it is no warmer in the US than it is in Canada, despite common misconceptions.
And money.
How do you feel about being lost in Buffalo?
I love it. I hate it.
I blame Susan.
Yes.
It is all the fault of Susan. We are now going to find some McDonald's breakfast. Read out. As you can see, the sun is rising, and we are passing some windmills. I thought I would film this for Kinky Biscuit, who you may know as my wonderful door girl. She has now a very public fear of windmills. It used to be private. We discovered this on our last road trip to Windsor. Now we pass all of the windmills allegedly in existence ever. Everywhere. There are so many of them. We have discovered that we are about 3 inches on the map away from the highway that we are supposed to be on, not to scale. So we will be attempting to find our way to the McDonald's to have breakfast and regroup and yell at Susan. Because Susan doesn't know where the fuck we are going. But no worries. Our arrival time has changed to 3:30 p.m. in Boston.
We're off by like 15.
Tatiana says we are off by 15 minutes.
Susan says that.
Susan says we're off by 15 minutes.
I hate her right now.
We all hate Susan right now.
Okay.
So yes, more updates when I have sausage McMuffin in front of me. We have now stopped at McDonald's. We have food. We have a vague idea of where we're headed thanks to McDonald's Wi-Fi telling us where the hell we're going, because Susan clearly has no idea. I'm running on 2 or 3 hours of sleep, probably 2, and some s'mores before we left, because any good road trip starts with a s'mores. How long are you running on?
2 hours.
2 hours. Means things are about to get highly amusing up in here. We've been listening to some classic early 2000 rock. And by that, I mean something akin to Sandstorm. Destiny's Child and Sugar Jones.
Hello, that's the road trip music.
I'm going to eat this sausage McMuffin. Tatiana is going to continue to eschew all things.
My Canadian coffee.
We did see a Tim Hortons. It was that way. It was that way. We were in front of a Walmart and a Tops. I'm not sure what a Tops is. Red Force 1, out. We are now effectively entering Boston, Massachusetts. We did make it back to the highway. Thank you, Susan, for that. She has been fairly quiet the rest of the trip. We are crossing a bridge now. There's water. And this thing. And that thing over there. Which looks a lot cooler than this thing. Pretty much how we feel. We do have Starbucks though. One good thing about the border. How do you feel, Taddy?
Good.
She's been eating her tater tots. Slowly. Drinking a lot of coffee as well. According to Susan, we have 2 hours and 22 minutes left of this wonderful, wonderful trip. And we should be arriving at 1:49. It is now 11:15 a.m. I believe a nap is in order when we get in. Yeah, out. We have now arrived in Boston proper, and have pre-checked into the hotel, which doesn't have anything available until like 4 o'clock. So, on No Sleep, people in wigs, oh right, Anime Boston, which is clearly over here. Interesting. On No Sleep, we are searching out a Target. The registering has been done. We have learned that Burlesque has unfortunately not made it due to some bumfuckery by a rental company, allegedly. Boo to that. In other news, Boston is freaking gorgeous. Look at this shit. Look at that streetcar. Our streetcars don't look like that. No, we just have a stupid hippopotamus tour bus. Look at these buildings. I live in a concrete box. It's kind of like a shoebox. These are gorgeous. Oh, I wouldn't live there. The AC doesn't come with the place. But still, these places are gorgeous. I need to like walk by and peek into people's apartments. Dear YouTube, if you live in Boston in one of these apartments, please show me what it looks like inside. I can only assume it's mildly more interesting than concrete box condo developments that are going up all over Toronto. Look at this. I would live here. Tatiana. Even the condemned buildings in Boston are pretty. The condemned buildings in Toronto look like shit. Most of the buildings that aren't condemned in Toronto look like shit. Also, that person's helmet, best helmet ever. So now we're in the parking lot of Target, and we're in the car because the car won't start. I have just learned that there is a possibility of about 80 different mechanical reasons why this could not happen, and we're now halfway through our hour-long wait for some sort of AAA guy. Tatiana, how do you feel about this?
No comment.
Tatiana has not slept since 11:30 last night for a couple of hours. So she slept for 2 hours at 11:30. I slept for 2 hours at like midnight. As you can see, it's the general showgirl breakdown. Showgirl breakdown. What we have learned is that in the future, we get Tatiana a new mechanic.
New car.
Also, apparently a new car. That doesn't attempt to say that shit like this is fixed when he's sending two chicks, you know, across the border on a crazy showgirl thing. So I've called the hotel back, and I've made an attempt to hold the room so that we do not lose our reservation. At the very least, we have alcohol and espresso in the car. We have learned that it is probably the starter in the car. We have been saved. How do you feel, Tatiana? The wonderful savior is over there calling some local garages to figure out if we can get something parked overnight on Easter weekend. As you can see, this is the slow degradation of the showgirl. More updates to come. We are now... We are now in the tow truck. Shit's getting real and towed and shit. This is the tow truck. Are you happy I did a tour? She's the videographer usually, not me. So, after the car got towed, and we unloaded all of our stuff, and we ran into the room, and did not nap, we took 2 shots of... Did we drink all of it? Okay. Well, we took 2 shots of this stuff, which is espresso stuff, and mixed it with this stuff, which is vodka stuff. So we're both kind of still awake right now. After that, we kind of redid ourselves in a hurry and headed to the Friday night show, which was great. And then we waited around for a shuttle bus and came back and ate Doritos and forgot to film any of the part where we actually looked attractive after spending 14 hours in a car plus a couple fucking around. How do you feel about this, Tatiana?
That's all.
This is our bag of Doritos. Showgirls favor Cool Ranch Doritos. So, I have a pile of Doritos in the shower. I'm going to go eat them and figure out what classes I'm taking tomorrow.
What time do you plan to be awake tomorrow? What time is it now?
Tatiana's wondering what time I plan on being awake tomorrow. And the answer is ideally 9 o'clock, but probably 10 or 11. I have tech at 3, so I have to assemble and rehearse and eat breakfast.
I wish we could order pizza.
We can order pizza.
Boston pizza?
We can't order Boston pizza in Boston. They have a New York pizza in Boston. So here is a tour of the place. So when you come into our place, you see this door. You turn around and you immediately see this, which doesn't want to focus. It will look blurry to you if you haven't slept in 30 hours. As I chew on Doritos. Immediately to your left, you see this wonderful open space here, which has a makeup desk and the entrance to the bathroom. And the wonderful bathroom, my pile of Doritos. More things. Shower. More shots of the makeup desk. This way, you can see we have laid out our alcohol choices. And in here, there's ice. At Duty Free, we stopped in and got some Crystal Skull vodka, mini ones. So we have mini skulls, midget skulls. We also have a variety of hair flowers. My lineup of clothes, vaguely categorized by where or not I am wearing them. Internet, finally. Doritos. A collection of shoes and bikinis that I will wear while cursing the fact that I've been eating Doritos. And some artistic black and white paintings. A plane and Tatiana. Also eating Doritos. If Doritos would like to sponsor us, we're okay with that. That is it for tonight. As for the rest, we will see. Sign out.